The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Progress begins when you take that first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it may never come. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Don't follow the crowd blindly. Conformity can stifle originality and prevent you from thinking independently. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Acts of kindness transcend barriers. No matter the differences between us, kindness is universally understood. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. True courage isn't about not feeling fear, but overcoming it. The bravest people are those who act in spite of their fears. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. Ignorance by choice is just as limiting as being unable to learn. Reading opens up new worlds and insights. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Strength lies not in physical size or appearance, but in determination, heart, and spirit. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. Dreams and ideals keep life vibrant. Without them, life becomes mere survival rather than a true experience of living. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Understanding your purpose gives life meaning. Once you discover that reason, life becomes a journey of fulfillment. Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Engaging in pointless debates only drags you down. Sometimes silence speaks louder than any argument. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Acting with integrity not only brings you peace, but often surprises those who expect less from others. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. Overthinking can paralyze you. Sometimes a simple belief in yourself, paired with boldness, is all you need to move forward. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. A life of contentment doesn't require wealth or fame, just meaningful connections, knowledge, and peace of mind. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Reality can often be more unexpected and bizarre than any story. Life's twists and turns defy the limits of imagination. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting on its shoes. Falsehoods spread quickly and easily, but truth, while slower, is more powerful once it arrives. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Aging is more about attitude than the number of years. Youthfulness is in how you think and feel. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Financial struggles can drive people to desperate measures. It's not wealth itself, but the lack of it that can breed harmful actions. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Helping others has a way of lifting your own spirits. Kindness creates a ripple effect that brightens both lives. It's better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. Silence can be powerful. Sometimes it's better to observe and listen than to speak unnecessarily. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Forgiveness is a noble act that enriches both the forgiver and the forgiven. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. Ignorance by choice is just as damaging as ignorance by circumstance. Embrace the opportunity to learn. Never put off until tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. Procrastination is human, but delaying important actions only increases stress. Start now, even if it's small steps. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Dogs offer unconditional love and loyalty, qualities that are often lacking in human relationships. Sometimes animals understand us better than we understand ourselves. The man with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. Visionaries often face ridicule before their ideas are proven right. The path to innovation requires resilience in the face of doubt. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. True friendship is rare and invaluable. A friend worth deep sacrifice is a gift that few people find in life. Comparison is the death of joy. Comparing yourself to others leads to dissatisfaction. Focus on your own journey, and you'll find more peace and happiness. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. Aging gracefully means embracing the lines that come with years of laughter and joy. Wrinkles are a testament to a life well lived. Work and play are words used to describe the same thing under differing conditions. Life should be about blending joy with purpose. When you love what you do, work feels like play. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Each day holds potential for joy, wonder, and growth. Approach life with optimism, and you'll find beauty in the ordinary. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Vision isn't just about sight. It's about creativity and perspective. Without imagination, the world becomes flat and uninspiring. The secret source of humor itself is not joy, but sorrow. Humor often arises from hardship and pain. Laughter is a way of coping with life's difficulties, turning struggle into something lighter. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Happiness multiplies when shared. The joy of life is in connection, not isolation. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. If we could start life with the wisdom of age and live in reverse, we'd make fewer mistakes and appreciate youth more fully. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. Children's simplicity and honesty provide a refreshing perspective. They tell the truth as they see it, without overcomplicating. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Holding on to anger damages you more than the person you're angry with. Letting go is not for their sake, but for yours. Let us endeavor so to live that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. Live a life so full of love, generosity, and impact that even strangers will mourn your passing. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has merely laid an egg cackles as if she laid an asteroid. Not everything that is loud or attention-grabbing is significant. True value often lies in quiet, consistent work. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. It's the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. The power of language lies in precision. Small changes in how we express ourselves can make a huge difference in meaning. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Human pride often makes it difficult to admit when we've been deceived. People cling to their beliefs, even in the face of evidence. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Value yourself enough to know when you're being taken for granted. Mutual respect is key in relationships. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. Being at peace with who you are is essential for true happiness. Loneliness can be profound when you are disconnected from your own sense of self. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we know. True education humbles us and opens us to further inquiry. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. Anxiety about the future robs us of peace in the present. Most of the things we worry about never come to pass. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. Aging is a gift not everyone receives. Rather than dreading it, embrace the lessons and experiences that come with it. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. Genuine compliments and recognition have lasting effects. A kind word can provide motivation and joy long after it's spoken. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. Twain humorously implies that no one is perfect. If you think you've never made mistakes, you might simply not remember them. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence in society. Appearance matters more than we often care to admit. How we present ourselves can significantly impact how others perceive us. The trouble with the world is not that people know too little. It's that they know so many things that ain't so. The danger isn't ignorance, but believing in false information. Many problems arise when people are convinced of things that simply aren't true. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Life doesn't owe us anything. Success and happiness come from what we contribute and create, not from entitlement. You can't depend on your judgment when your imagination is out of focus. Clear thinking requires a balance of reason and imagination. When your creativity is lacking, your ability to make sound decisions may falter. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Sometimes overthinking and self-doubt hinder progress. Boldness and a willingness to try can lead to success, even if you don't know all the answers. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. Youth is meant to be a time of optimism and hope. Seeing a young person consumed by negativity is a tragedy because it wastes their potential. The best way to keep your word is not to give it. Promises can be difficult to keep, so it's wise to be cautious about making them. Saying less and doing more is often the best approach. Thai. To promise not to do a thing is the surest way in the world to make a body want to go and do that very thing. The allure of the forbidden is strong. Telling yourself or others not to do something often makes it more tempting. There are basically 2 types of people. People who accomplish things and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. True achievers focus on their actions rather than boasting about them. Many talk about success, but fewer actually follow through. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. Integrity is more valuable than recognition. It's better to be honorable without rewards than to receive praise you haven't earned. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Twain humorously points out that the media can often mislead, yet ignorance is no solution. Critical thinking and discernment are needed to navigate the flood of information. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Twain suggests that embracing life completely diminishes the fear of death. If you live with purpose and passion, death becomes a natural part of the journey, not something to dread. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. True forgiveness is an act of grace, not revenge. Just as a flower gives its scent freely, even when stepped on, forgiveness enriches both the forgiver and the forgiven. Anitai, anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Holding on to anger corrodes you from within. It causes more damage to the person who harbors it than to the target of the anger. What is man? Man is a noisome bacillus whom our Heavenly Father created because he was disappointed in the monkey. Twain uses biting humor to highlight human flaws, reflecting on how we often fail to live up to our own potential. It's a critique of human arrogance and ignorance. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Humor is a powerful tool for coping with life's struggles. It allows us to transcend pain, confront difficult truths, and find joy even in hardship. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. This is a call to question conformity. Twain urges us to think critically and independently rather than blindly following the crowd. Loyalty to petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. Clinging to outdated or rigid beliefs can stifle growth and progress. True freedom and understanding come from being open to change and new ideas. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. Twain humorously suggests that no one is completely innocent. We all make mistakes, and sometimes forgetting them allows us to maintain the illusion of purity. Thank you for watching. I hope these thought-provoking quotes from Mark Twain have brought some wisdom into your life. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss more insightful lessons like these. We've got more valuable life lessons and profound quotes coming your way. So stay tuned for the next one. See you in the next video.